Oh, here's the third video. I want to show you guys some questions associated with angles. Now, based on the last video, I always get students that all of a sudden want to use this protractor and start measuring everything when you get questions like this. That's not the way that I want you to do it. You will be told when to use a protractor. All the other times, what you're going to need to be able to do is you're going to need to be able to use what you know from this section to be able to figure out these angles. A couple things I want to tell you about. The first one is the angle addition postulate. I'm trying to get another piece of paper here. And the angle addition postulate says this. Angle addition postulate, I'm going to abbreviate. If you had an angle that looks like this, I'm just drawing it freehand without a ruler. And let's say that this angle right here is Q. And let's say this angle is R and S and P. The angle addition postulate says that this angle right here plus this angle right here is equal to the big angle. Sound familiar? It's kind of like the segment addition postulate. The sum of the pieces is equal to the whole. So writing this in geometric notation, measure of angle RQS, this piece right here, plus the measure of angle SQP, this angle right here, is equal to the biggest angle, equals the measure angle RQP. That's called the angle addition postulate. Okay, kind of complicated like segment addition postulate. And so we're going to have to get the handle on that. Okay, so two examples of that are right here. Or that might include that, or right here, I should say. Okay, so I'm giving this picture and giving these angles. I really strongly encourage you to use your picture to draw. So if it's out of the book, you got to copy it. Okay, if it's on a PDF, you got to copy it in your notes. It says the measure of angle ABD is equal to 37. That's this angle right here. Then it says the measure of angle ABC. Oh, that's this big angle. Here's how I do that. I use an arc mark to show that I'm talking about the whole entire angle and maybe even an arrow. And I say that is equal to 84 degrees. Now, I get about a third to half of my students that can figure it out from there, and they get the right answer. Here's getting the answer using the angle addition postulate that I just talked about. The measure of this angle up here, measure of angle ABD, plus the measure of angle, this angle right here, DBC, is equal to the big angle, the measure of angle ABC. So you write that statement with letters first. Then I'm going to substitute in. I know ABD from my picture and from here is 37 degrees. The measure of angle DBC, hey, look, that's what I want to figure out. I'll get some students that will change that to X. Don't. Leave it what it is. It's the measure of angle DBC. I don't need to introduce another variable. Then the measure of angle ABC is equal to 84 degrees. And by the way, this is the degree symbol. I'm not certain that's been mentioned in a video. That little symbol is the degree symbol. I'm going to solve for measure of angle DBC by subtracting 37. And I get the measure of angle DBC is equal to that. Oh, what is that? 47 degrees. Yes, it is. 47 degrees would be the answer to that question. Okay, here's another one. And the last one. It says BD bisects ABC. I'll get so many students. This is a challenge that will just kind of ignore that word right there. And it's critical. And it should encourage me to mark something on my drawing over here. Bisect means cut in half. So if ray BD is a bisector of this angle, that means that it cuts it in half. Now watch this. Boom, boom. Now I'm using these things called arc marks, ARC, arc marks, to show that angles have been cut in half. So this angle is congruent to this angle, which means they have the same measure. Then it says that ABD is equal to 6x plus 3, and DBC is equal to 8x minus 7. I could write those in there, but I don't have a lot of room. But what I'm going to do is something different than the angle addition postulate. Why? Because I don't have any information about the big angle. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these arc marks that are telling me that these angles are congruent to write this statement. The measure of angle ABD is equal to the measure of angle DBC. Notice how that's different than this statement that we made up here at the top. Very different. Students get confused by that, and we'll work with it. Substitute in 6x plus 3 is ABD. 8x minus 7 is the other angle. Using my algebra skill, 3 equals 2x minus 7. Add 7. Add 7. I get 2x is equal to 10. Divide by 2. And I get x is equal to 5. Now I got to check, and a lot of people asked me about this in class on Monday. Is this what I want to find? Go back. It says find the measure of angle ABD. ABD is not x. ABD is 6x plus 3. See where I got that from? Plug in the 5. 6 times 5 plus 3. This is 30 plus 3 is 33. So my actual answer is 33 degrees. Go back and read the question and see what it is they want you to find. Do they want you to find x? Do they want you to find the measure of an angle? Thanks.